All right, everybody, welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're going to be looking at something pretty interesting, I think. It's Manuka honey, and we're going to be diving deep into its potential benefits for fatty liver health.
Sounds good.
And this is something that you specifically wanted to learn more about. And we're going to be basing this deep dive on a source that's titled in Arabic. So AIA, but of course we'll be talking about it in English today.
Of course.
And so I guess the big question here is, can this, kind of unique honey, can it actually help with this serious condition?
Right.
And of course, as always, we're just here to learn and explore and not to give medical advice.
Right.
So definitely consult your doctor for any health concerns.
Absolutely. Always best to consult a professional. Yeah.
Yeah. So to kind of kick things off, what makes Manuka honey so special? Like, what sets it apart from, let's say, just regular honey that you can find at the store?
Yeah. So Manuka honey, it actually comes from New Zealand, and it has this special compound in it called methylglyoxal, and that's often shortened to MG, and that's really what makes it stand out.
Okay.
So MG, it forms in much higher concentrations in Manuka honey than you'd find in regular honey, and it's thought to give it some, kind of significantly stronger antibacterial and antioxidant properties.
So it's kind of like the secret ingredient, the special sauce that makes Manuka honey kind of a superstar in the honey world, I guess.
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay, so
It's definitely got some unique qualities.
yeah. So then how does that tie into fatty liver and what it might be able to do for the liver?
So those enhanced properties, the antioxidant activity especially, that's really where it gets interesting when we start talking about fatty liver.
Okay.
Now, you might be thinking, well, what exactly is oxidative stress, and what does that even have to do with the liver?
Yeah, I think a little refresher on that would be helpful.
Sure. So think of it this way. It's kind of like a constant battle happening in your body between harmful molecules called free radicals and then your body's natural defenses, which are the antioxidants.
Okay.
So when you have too many of these free radicals, they start damaging cells.
Mm.
And in the liver, all this damage can lead to inflammation and scarring.
Mm-hmm.
And over time, that can contribute to fatty liver disease.
Gotcha. So then could these antioxidants in Manuka honey actually help, kind of tip the scales in the body's favor and kind of protect the liver from that damage?
That's the idea. And it's not just about how many antioxidants something has, it's about how strong they are.
Okay.
And some studies have actually shown that the unique antioxidants in Manuka honey, thanks to that MG we talked about,
Right.
they might be particularly effective at fighting oxidative stress.
Interesting. Okay, so the source that we're looking at also mentions anti-inflammatory properties.
Yes.
Which seems like another win for liver health.
Absolutely.
So how does that work?
So inflammation is a major factor in a lot of different liver conditions, including fatty liver disease. We do need more research specifically looking at Manuka honey and liver inflammation.
Yeah.
But some studies have shown that it can help reduce inflammation in the body in general.
Okay.
So it's possible that that could translate to a soothing effect on an inflamed liver.
Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I do want to touch on something that I know a lot of people are probably thinking about right now, and that is, sugar. Because sugar is obviously not good for the liver.
Yeah.
And Manuka honey, even though it's natural, is still sugar.
Right.
So how does that play into, this whole picture?
That's a really important point because even natural sugars, you still got to be mindful about them,
Right.
Especially if you have something like non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which is often shortened to NAFLD.
Right.
So moderation is really key here. Small amounts of Manuka honey as part of a balanced diet that's low in processed sugars and saturated fats, that might be a way to get those potential benefits without making things worse.
Okay.
But of course, it's really important to talk to your doctor or a healthcare professional to see what's right for you.
Yeah, definitely. Always consult with a professional to figure out what's right for your own individual case.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think it's really interesting because it seems like this Manuka honey with its special MG, it's got this kind of unique set of benefits that could be really good for liver health. But obviously, like we've been talking about, we've got to be careful with the sugar content.
Right, exactly. And I think another key takeaway here is that while we have a lot of research on Manuka honey and its health benefits, we need more studies to really focus specifically on its effects on fatty liver disease.
Right. Okay, so this leaves us with a lot to think about. Could Manuka honey, used carefully, and after talking with a healthcare provider, could it actually be a helpful part of managing fatty liver?
It's definitely a question worth exploring.
Yeah, it really is. And it's a conversation you should definitely have with your doctor.
Absolutely.
So thanks, everybody, for joining us for this deep dive. We'll see you next time.
See you later.